3, 2, 1. Yo, yo, welcome aboard. Much love. How are you? How's it going? Trav here, and we're rocking. Let's go ahead and Tormenting Voice. No, we're rocking out with Green Red Marble. Hope you're doing amazing. Beautiful day here in Seattle. We're chilling. Playing Green Red Marble up against Bant Marble. We're in a league. I have a suspicion the opponent is multi-queuing, playing another match because they're slow, but who knows? So we could grapple and grab a land, and that would have a good chance of setting up Ishkanah next turn. I think I'm going to do that rather than play Servant this turn. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope you're doing awesome. I'm here in Seattle for a couple more days. Headed back to Arcata, gonna prepare for going and playing in the Pro Tour in Ireland end of January. Ooh, okay. It looks like we're actually up against the 4-color Bant potentially, which I haven't played against. Should be interesting. Bristling Hydra, that is the case. So we can get Raffle Stomped. Our best thing that we can do is definitely Emrakul. Grab the Forest. Got it. Good news is we can start smashing Ishkanahs. This deck is not necessarily giving trample, so we'll be alright. There's a Harness Lightning. Go ahead and smash down Ishkanah number 1. We've got land, instant, sorcery, artifact. So there should be Delirium. And then we can traverse up Emrakul, which costs 9, 5, 6 of the way there. So it's a possibility. Or we can spike a Marble and go off that way. So our game plan, let me know if you like this deck. We've got a couple more matches coming. We're going to move to Modern soon. Go check out my other YouTube channel, Travis Wu, if you haven't already. Putting out some really good stuff. Today put out a video on keys to compelling storytelling, how to tell cool stories that people are interested in and listen to. Put up another video coming tomorrow. Oh, you've probably seen this already. How to, the most valuable thing, why experience is more valuable thing that you can give than time, right? If, for instance, my coaching program, I want a main deck Tireless Tracker because I would have grabbed a tracker and got 2 clues before getting Emrakul here. That would have been better, I believe. So I want that. Tracker's just too good. Yeah, so I can give you my time. Spell Queller, okay. I'm gonna Harness Lightning that. Well, we can. Bam, make that thing go away. I can give you all my time, all my energy, but if you aren't getting the experience of winning a Magic tournament, then it's not really valuable to you, right? The most valuable thing I can give you is the experience of winning a tournament, right? So I heard, oh yeah, 4 card types. I heard about this thing that it can show us. No attacks. Opponent only with 3 energy. 4 card types. So Emrakul's on 9 and we have 7 mana. We're 2 away. If we lose a creature in combat, then we will have be 1 away. We can hit a Planeswalker or a Vessel and we will get there. We could hit a Marble and it would wake things up. The good news is we're not really under any real pressure. We don't appear to be. We've got blockers for days, and there's no Planeswalkers over there taking up, so we've got time. We could also throw out another Ishkanah and start draining. Voltaic Brawler is sweet, but it's also whatever. I guess at some point the opponent could start attacking with Bristling Hydra. Interesting. So one thing to keep in mind is they may have a Harness Lightning or something like that, or a Blossoming Defense. I would prefer to block the Longtusk Cub to prevent the opponent from getting more energy. And then we can try to block the Hydra next turn. Just want to make sure we get good trades. It's not a big deal if we take a hit from 4 here, because we have 20 life. So we're pointing 3, 4, 5 damage at the Longtusk Cub. Seems pretty unlikely that they're going to be able to grow it to something real. They would need 10 energy to give it +5 to make it live, and they only have 5, so seems like it's going to die. If we want, we could throw down another Ishkanah to get this Ishkanah into the graveyard for more spiders. Okay, so there is a Harness Lightning, which sets us up to drop another Ishkanah and gets us closer to Emrakul. We draw a land, we can cast Emrakul. I'm not sure that's actually what we want, though. So the opponent could get it to 3 toughness, but it just trades with a spider, so that was pretty good with us. We lost our Ishkanah, which we kind of wanted to lose anyways, and we traded off with the Energy Maker. There's our own Harness Lightning. Can't yet throw it at Bristling Hydra. Can play Ishkanah. I don't really want to attack with our servants, because our servants are a lot more valuable to us than the opponents. Because ours gets us closer to Emrakul. Also, we have a game-ending clock in hand and on play with Ishkanah. It's not super important to force through 2 or 4 damage here. Opponent with only 2 cards left. I guess the scariest card in this matchup is Tamiyo. Spellcaller can be annoying, but we had the answer. And it's a reason to save Harness Lightning. Modern. I have a new Modern deck that I bought that I do want to show off, but we'll do that. But Modern is not the most exciting thing to me, as y'all know. Alright, we can cast Emrakul, and this should just end the game right now. 20 land Emrakul deck. What is this? Yes, that's gotta be game, right? Can make them use all their energy, suicide attacks, that's it. So sideboarding. Bombardment seems decent. It kills their brawlers, it can kill Quellers. I think we want the bombardments. I kind of want a Tireless Tracker, it's just so good. And Ishkanah seems good. Cards that we can generally cut. If we're bringing in instants, we can cut instants. I like cutting the cards that just don't do so much. So we have the bombs coming in, and then I'm going to trim 1 Puzzle Knot. Actually, I'm going to trim 2 Puzzle Knots for 2 trackers. Puzzle Knot always feels a little bit worse after sideboard. Tracker always feels a little bit better. Reason being that the opponent generally has more answers to Marble, even though we didn't draw it. Games where we don't draw it, Tracker is better. And with more removal, we can more play the control deck. Not a huge fan of Nissa because we are not beating down. And the Chandra really shouldn't be in the sideboard, I think. I don't really like it that much. This isn't the sideboard that I would run. I just started this league like 3 weeks ago in Hawaii and can't really change it. I made a league 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. I started this league 3 weeks ago. Opponent mulligans. I'm keeping this. This is a good draw. Go Vessel into Servant, into Marvel. We've got Ishkanah, we've got Emrakul. We just need to draw some lands. And go Forest, Vessel, definitely. No, Game Trail Vessel is better. Also a very good draw because just lands are great. And this way, we can potentially, ideally, sneak Marvel in before Spell Queller's up. If there's Spell Queller on the third turn, we could do something different. Cards I want to avoid, a Long Tusk Cub. Okay, no Long Tusk Cub is good for us. I like drawing another land here is fine. It just means, because we can use all these with Emrakul in hand. And I also don't really want to have to Vessel for a land. If we can grab a creature or an artifact, that's probably better. Okay, so there's no chance of Spell Queller. There's potentially a chance of a removal spell for our Marvel. And we don't have the energy yet. And we could save energy by not servanting. And we could Vessel and Ishkanah next turn. I think I might do that instead. Just attack and Vessel. That's what I'm choosing to do here. Attack, Vessel. Next turn, either drop the Marvel or drop Ishkanah with Delirium. We're not guaranteed to have Delirium, but Vessel. Yeah, we're not guaranteed because we're turning over 4 cards, but Vessel gets us a lot of the way there. So based on this, Lathnu Hellion, I'm motivated to cast the Marvel while we can. I kind of want to grab Puzzle Knot and play the Marvel in our hand. But that's Artifact. We don't have Delirium anyways. I'm going to grab the Puzzle Knot and untap and play a different Marvel. I realize our current Marvel can get destroyed, but this Marvel doesn't have the energy anyways. And maybe you should have just got the Marvel in, because things could get actually I like our spot, because the opponent can't have pressure and 4, 5. Do we want to attune? Probably. It gives us Delirium also. If the opponent is going to Spell Queller or Puzzle Knot, then they're most likely going to lose their Lathnu Hellion. It's hard to feed the Hellion and keep up Disruption. So they're most likely just going to get demolished here. That's at least my hope for them. I'm really excited to getting back to recording outside. I guess I could be doing that today because it's not raining. But I'm waiting. I'm going to be back in Arcata very soon. And I mentioned my travel. Probably spend at least a month in Europe. I like to spend time in places if I'm going to go there. Servant, okay. So we might see some Spell Queller action. In which case, I don't really want to go for the Puzzle Knot. They know about it. Either hub. A better bet is to play Ishkanah with Servant to chump block, because Spell Queller cannot counter this. We now have 4 types, and if anything we have dies, we get to 6 energy, so seems like a pretty good spot to be in. I kind of like attacking with the Servant here, I suppose, because damage kind of does matter. No, I don't want to lose our Servant, because once again we're taking towards Emrakul. We've got 4 types, 5, 6. We're only 2 turns away if we lose a creature. And if the opponent isn't removing our creatures, then they're probably not getting through, so. There's a Bristling Hydra, so they have to, they're just in a tough spot. This doesn't seem like a particularly good matchup for them. I don't know if this deck's particularly good either. But they tap down under Queller. Ishkanah is just the real deal, Leo. The card is fucking insane. And we're gonna untap and smash a Puzzle Knot. Start tapping Aetherworks Marble. kind of like just chumping with one spider here. If they want to use their energy to keep Lafnu Hellion going, that is fine by me. I'm going to wait and let them decide. And then we can tap Marvel end of turn. We have 6 energy now. And then we can untap and Puzzle Knot. So we're going to have a lot of looks, 12 looks. Maybe we find Emrakul, maybe not, but there's a good chance we're casting Emrakul pretty soon anyways. So there is another Servant, which seems good. It gives us energy, gets us closer to Emrakul. Or we could grab a G-Bomb. That seems not as good. Cast this one. We're going to have 6, 7, 8 mana. If I had... I don't think there was a way we could really Emrakul this turn. Let's go ahead and Puzzle Knot. And then we could either crack the Puzzle Knot or we could just play another Marvel. Neither really makes a huge difference. Oh, interesting. Negate. That's actually quite good. We could play another Marvel for 2 energy. But one of the ways we could lose is our Marvel gets destroyed. That said, I feel like if the opponent could destroy our Marvel, they would have. And we're pretty close to casting another Marvel next turn anyways. And we could use the energy with Ishkana as well, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. Opponent doesn't know, but if we draw a land, or our Servant dies, then we are casting Emrakul next turn, and then the game will end. The game's going to end. I'm going to block with Ishkana. And that's it. They only have 2 energy, so if they're getting more energy, it's Harness Lightning. And if we are blocking with more, there's no reason to block with more. Actually, I should have thrown one more spider out there so that we could potentially lose 2 things. Yes. Oh, actually, this is fine. It looks like we are going to lose 2 things. So we're getting Creature in the Grave. We're getting back to 6 energy, so I'm happy with the Marvel play. We're a mana short off Emrakul because for this reason, if I had thrown another spider in front of that Bristling Hydra, then the Harness Lightning would have just been pointed at our Ishkana, and we would be casting Emrakul, but it would have played out differently. The Bristling Hydra would still live, even if I put like the whole team. I could have put the literal whole team in front of it, but the opponent could have just harnessed the Ishkana and then, anyways, whatever. Chandra seems good because we can killing the Bristling Hydra seems pretty decent. I also like untapping and using the +1 for Emrakul, or if it got countered, using the +1 for Emrakul. So let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is there a chance of Revolutionary Rebuff? Well, I want to add the mana anyways, so that we don't have to use an energy that we don't have, actually. Oh, we don't have energy. Yeah, so we can get rebuffed. More likely, there's going to be a concession. Harness Lightning, okay. Lose our Servant, whatever. Get an energy. Make the opponent make bad attacks. And then call it a match. Botanical Sanctum, sure, you can hold it. Attack you. Block you. Thanks for playing. Thanks for watching. I hope you're doing amazing. Play some games today, get smarter. Go for a walk today, get some fresh air. Apply some things you learned today, get smarter. Hope you have an amazing time. All your wildest dreams and wishes come true. Mana. Exile the top card. I don't know why it always seems like it's 2 to the face, is what I was going to say. The deck plays so few lands that Chandra should generally turn over spells. That hasn't how it's been for me, but perhaps it's a small sample size. And I always like to save my luck for the tournaments anyways. Spell Queller. Sure. Could cast this other Emrakul, I don't really see a reason to. I guess I should have maybe attacked first so that we could Chandra minus the Queller. I just don't think it matters with the opponent at 3 life and us at 12, and then with 0 cards in hand. Give them a chance to top deck Tamiyo, but otherwise, that's going to be all she wrote. Okay, got it. Jabberwocky. I know he's on Green Red Marvel, so it's a thing. Shout out to Niels Norlander, who played it at the Pro Tour, had a good result, turned me onto it. And look out for us at Denver. We're gonna do some work with the Mastermind version of this. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Leave a and take the free deck crafting course if you want to get better. Thank you all, much love, and see y'all soon back in Cali. Bam, much love.